here's the game screen, and hi, by the way. Yeah, so if you didn't see the first video, I'll apologise first. The sound was a little bit, in-game sound was a little bit strong, so I've turned it down. Hopefully it should be a bit better now. So I've linked this video to the World of Warships Wikipedia site as well, which is pretty up to date with most of the basic ships, not so much the latest stuff, but definitely the basic stuff. So for an intro player where you're getting going, it's definitely worth having a little look. And some examples then. So remember we said in the first video, if you don't remember, you start off with the tier 1 ships, and they're all sort of cruisers. So here's the Japanese tier 1 cruiser ship, which is fine. It's a good intro. It's not the perfect ship and that sort of stuff, but just out of confirmation there about what it's good at and what it's not so good at. If I have a little look at, here we go. Here's the World of Warships page, and then you can scroll down to all the ships. You can do it by flag type. You can do it by type. Itself, cruisers. Here, so we'll click on cruisers, and it tells you what they are basically. And there's the one that I was just looking at in the in-game. So when we actually click on the ship itself, it'll give you all the information about that ship. It'll give you some good and bad things about it as well. So what's nice, it'll tell you, its range and its armaments, etc. But it'll also tell you what modules you can upgrade, which is nice. So like this one here, if you upgrade this module here, the fire range increase, it goes from obviously 8.3 to 9.1, which is great. If you link that in with detection as well, then that'll help, because obviously if you get to fire further than you can be detected, then that's going to help you a lot. Compatible upgrades for this one here then. So slot 1, you can have any of these 3 in slot 1, and obviously being a tier 1 ship, that's all you really get, to be honest. And it tells you its performance characteristics, so what it's good at and what it's bad at and that sort of stuff, and what you can research. What I like about this is it gives you the obviously a lot of people have been collaborating on this site as well, and it tells you what the sort of better upgrade is to put on this one there. So keep your guns firing for a long time. And then obviously the damage control slot 1, you can't upgrade this one unfortunately. It's, just simply because it's a tier 1 ship, but it does tell you things like which camouflage to put on as well, whether it be a tier 1, 2 or 5 camouflage. And also which signals to add. So the India X-ray, it gives you obviously a chance of causing fire bombs and that sort of stuff. If you just hover over it, it'll tell you what each one's worth. So it's worth having a little look. If you want to look at each thing in depth, you can click on damage control party, and it'll take you to a web link then for a video which will tell you all about how damage control party works. So and main armament modifications as well. So it's quite a handy page, and we can refer to it quite quickly. Look at the modules we've got fitted to this one here then. So there it is. Look, there's the upgrade that we were suggested that's on the website. So that's the one that's being fitted. Upgrades, really there are no upgrades for the tier 1 ships. All we have done is obviously upgrade the module itself. That's it. And there's ammunition and consumables. Now what you can do on some of the latter ones obviously is this one here. You can win and then upgrade some of the consumables as well, but all the tier 1 ships, like I said, you can't do that. What is nice though is you can add things like flags and obviously signals as well, camouflage, that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's it. A few other things that we'll be looking at as well, which we can talk about in the in-game. So I've adjusted some of the settings now, which should make things a little bit better. We'll have a look at this battle. This is a tier 1, it's co-op, basically it's us versus the game. So it's not player v player at the moment, it's several players against the game itself. So over here is, you'll notice that I've adjusted the size of the mini screen, so which you can do just by holding down control and pressing the plus and minus button, and that brings it larger or smaller. And if you go across and click on the settings tab then as well, you can actually then have a little look and make some adjustments. So I've made it transparent as well. You can adjust it or take it right up so you can't see anything, but it's nice because you can shoot through it basically. I made the circles a little bit more transparent as well, and I've done some range numbers as well and put names on ships and that sort of stuff. So ship type, not the person, but the ship types as well, which is quite handy to us. Anyway, so one thing I've changed as well when I zoom in I've changed the gratical basically. So this one here now is telling me the range to an item, which is nice. So as you can see then, look, you know, it's the time duration there, which tells you how long it takes for the round to land, but also the distance over here as well. So that's my firing range, remember. Look, and that's obviously the distance to the hazard, so 7.7 kilometers. To zoom in quickly, as somebody mentioned on one of the chats from my last video, it's just hit the shift key, which is good. Makes life a lot easier. And here we are. So you've got sort of like 2/3 of your eye on the large screen, game screen itself, and about 1/3 of your time, probably on the smaller screen as well. Keeping an eye on, you're not going to run into any islands, and definitely not to run into any of your team players and that stuff, and not get caught up by getting too close to some of the enemy. Now the other thing I have turned on as well, if somebody goes out of shot, out of sight, basically, it'll hold up on a white location of their last known location. So this is quite handy now, so I can see exactly what type of ship is coming towards me. And if you get really proficient at this, you can know the statistics of that ship type. So I'm going to zigzag a little bit, try and keep out of firing range if I can, whilst firing on him at the same time. So you notice I'm zigzagging as I'm driving, so, or sailing, should I say. Trying to keep his arm off. Well, he's just going in a straight line basically, but so I'm hitting behind. He's getting parallel now, so I need to move forward. There we go. So a little bit further forward. Basically, want to hit in the centre of the citadel if you can. And there we go. That's that one. Right. Let's turn around and see what else we got. Not much left at the moment, 3 ships. I can only see 2. That's because there's an Eerie right out in the far distance. You can see it's here, look, on the heads-up display, the minimap. He's at 9.1, so I can't. There we go, the battle's over. Yeah, let's go for a cruiser. This is a tier 4 ship that we're going to go to now. It has got some good statistics. We'll take a look at it. Right, here it is. Okay, so this one here has some flags on it, which and a little bit of some upgrades, and it's also got some camouflage as well. So let's have a look at what did we put on it and why did we put on it. So this one here is the Kuma. Here it is. Okay. So a multi-purpose light cruiser that could serve as a scout or a destroy leader. Okay, which is nice because it's got quite a fast engine, this one here. So it's not ideal, but let's have a look at what it says about it, whether it's good or bad. Bear in mind there's more to this page left and right. So there are 2 hulls. Look, if you research hull version 2, then obviously you get an increase in some capabilities. It's better anti-aircraft as well. Okay. However, it does cost you to research it as well. Torpedoes can be played around with as well. The thing I like about it is the firing range mod can be adjusted as well. So it moves from 11.7 right out to 12.8. And there you go. You can have various compartments. These are what you can put on the ship. Okay. Now, pros and cons. Look at these first then. So, as it says there, look. Great guns with long range and fast reload. Powerful torpedoes. Your torpedoes must keep note of your range, 7 kilometers standard. Okay. You can adjust that with some modifications, but 7 kilometers. Okay. Maneuverable for her size. Low slung profile makes her hard to hit, so that's good. If you keep at a certain angle, then it's difficult to breach her lower decks. Okay. Equipped with a catapult fighter. We'll talk about that in a second. So that's got another. It's got an aircraft fitted once you've upgraded the hull, and you can get you can extend your detection range as well. Very deadly to enemy destroyers. Yeah, it's quite quick, so it can keep up with enemy destroyers. And it can turn reasonably well. However, it's got some problems. It loses its torpedoes firing system, so you need to protect that. The rudder's made of paper. You lose the rudder, you lose your steering. Armour that can absorb practically nothing. In other words, you get hit, it's going to do some damage. It catches fire quite easily. Yeah, fire on a ship is not good. Bear in mind, a lot of the decks were made of wood back then. There was no secondary fire at all, and it shows quite a lot of broadside to get the torpedoes up and running, so just be careful. So here's the modules that I've placed in. So you can literally click on these and upgrade them. So this one here then is the airplane. Basically, if it gets blown out of the sky, you get a second one, so that's a good choice. And this one here as well, you've got 3 times you can use this one, because basically it's got a burn off time. You utilise these things, and then they have a cooldown period, and then you can utilise them again. And the same then for the damage control party. This one has been upgraded so that actually it repairs itself faster. It resets itself quicker. So that's not too bad at all. And in the upgrades then, as we've said, so we've gone for damage control system 1, and you can actually change it around, but there's no point. That's the right one to use. And then this one here then, which is the risk of main battery, as in the main weapon system becoming incapacitated, is reduced, as is the survivability of it is increased, and the risk of torpedo tube becoming incapacitated is being reduced as well, and survivability has been increased. So not bad stats. And you can see on my deck, look, there you go, there's the aeroplane, which is quite nice. And then obviously you'll see as well that I've got torpedo tubes there, look, and torpedo tubes there, and it's the same each side, so you can do 4 a side. So if you fire your torpedoes, obviously you're going to try and turn around as quick as you can. So here's the load times. There's my damage control party. That's my echo sounder for listening for torpedoes. And there's my plane load. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. Not bad. Yeah, okay, let's give him some air support. So here we go, let's launch our plane. Here it comes. And it goes. Okay. So let the destroyer go off, because remember he has smoke capability and I don't, so we'll go and support him closely, but not too close. Our aircraft carriers obviously let out some as you can see on the small map here, look, there you go, bombers and torpedo planes. That's the bombing logo, and that's the torpedo logo. That's my airplane up there, with a green reticle on it. Now, here we go, look, I've been detected. There's a destroyer over there, look. Let's just do some harassing torpedoes. They're too far away, they're 8 kilometers, but if he's sailing this way, then we'll you never know. They can only get there, he is, look. So we've got to be careful, because he also could fire some down through this gap as well here. Oh, nice shot. Did say the computer's a bit better than it is at tier 1. So he's coming in closer, look, so chance of me hitting a destroyer is pretty slim, to be honest. Oh, somebody has though. Oh, I think we might have. Right, let's see if we can get a bit closer to him then. So while I'm behind the he's using the island for cover, as destroyers generally do. So I must watch out. So here we go. We'll put some sound on now. He will go very fast. There he is. He's nearly dead, so... and we got him. Nice. I must watch out, because he's probably let some torpedoes out, so... keeping my eye, obviously, on the small screen, because I'm not running into any islands down here at the same time. And there's he's 11 kilometers away. He's not, though, so... you've got to have a 360 look around you at all times. Somebody's trying to fire me. There's a destroyer in that cloud, look. So let's be annoying. There's an enemy torpedo there, look. See this one? Ah, there he is, look. Ah. 11 kilometers away, so. But here, we've got a battleship over here. He's 16 k's away though. So we've got the aircraft carrier to find, and there are the 3 battleships. That's all that's left now for these guys. So let's go up and see if we can track this one down. So there's one there, there's one here, there's one here. Now the aircraft carrier will be out here somewhere, so you've got to watch basically where the planes are returning to. That'll give you an indication as to where the aircraft carrier is. So far, so good. So remember, can't really damage. Now, if you go in at about 60%, because of the way the armor works, you can't survive a battleship, but definitely you can cause a lot of damage. So let's have a look at how fast he's going. Now you can hit a ship 4 times in 4 different places. If you cause fire in one location, you need to move whatever forward, because you can only cause fire twice in the centre, once at the front and once at the back. See, he's moving away at an arc now, so I need to look above, because there are definitely, there's a bombing airplane coming up, and there's somewhere, there it is, look, someone's letting off some torpedoes, there they are, look, same with that battleship, who's not going to turn. Oh dear, he got hit. So we're down to two battleships and the aircraft carrier itself now. He's almost coming straight onto me, so I'm trying to cause fire more than anything else at all at the moment. There you go, I'm setting fire to him. My shells aren't strong enough to penetrate him. I'm just going to try and watch. There we go, he's gone. I think I got the last round of that one. So where are we going? So last known location is what I'm looking for now. There it is. There. So it's been found now. That aeroplane found it, so that's handy. So everyone's going to race over now and try and get it. But I'll have to avoid his planes because he'll be trying to defend himself. Close to it now. Now we're on target. Good. We can assist in the battle now. I think I got the last round on that one. Very nice. Okay, good. So what do we get then? We managed to get 3. Let's have a look at the detailed team score. Here we go. So I didn't do too well. Look, I didn't do all the amount of damage because you know, it doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest. This one here got 315 XP, but he only managed to shoot 1 ship, but it was probably a battleship, to be honest. This guy here, obviously his aircraft carrier, 31 hits scored and 309 points. So I'm down here. Although I sunk 3 battleships, I had a lot of time sailing around, so I only got 181 points. But you get the general idea. So that wasn't too bad, was it? That's quite decent. Right, so that's that ship. Right, so that's the last thing. So we've got a chest showing here. Here's one up here, look, and you get those for obviously up to 3 a day. It takes a long time to get to the second, even more so to get the third one. So those points that you gain, look, if I clicked on the chest that, here we go, it takes you to the cargo ship, and you can collect the container. Now you can collect consumables, you can collect signals, you can collect some just credits, you can go for resources. Right, so this one here then, here's the chest, and we're going to open the container now. There we go. So we've got flood and recovery time -20. That's a handy one. So if I get hit by a torpedo, that's quite decent. And we've got credits per battle. Okay, so that's extra credits, and then we've got some more camouflage there. So there we go. Detectability by range and dispersive shells. So not bad. So that was for the very first one of the day. The next one, obviously, is at 12,500, and then it's 37. I've never managed to get that far yet because I don't sit that long on the computer. But that's it. Right. That's it. That's the game. So that's as far as I'm going to go today. I hope that's helped a little bit more in depth, and hopefully show you the Wikipedia website as well, which you know is quite a handy thing to have a look at. It's pretty well supported, to be honest. It's got all the information on, and if you're not a World of Warships fan, don't forget it does have obviously the other games by the same company. So Wargaming.net is the company, obviously, and they do World of Tanks, which I'm going to have a play at, and I'm definitely going to have a go at World of Warplanes later on. Probably have a go at that later in the month, to be honest. Okay, just a short one. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. All the best.